Hello students, today I am going to teach you how to write the chemical formula of a compound. So as you know, as I have said you in your previous classes, to write the chemical formula of a compound, you should know the following things, and those are, I had said you to learn by heart the symbols of the elements or the radicals and their valencies. Now, what is the step by step method for writing the formulae of chemical compounds? We need to write the symbols, then write the valency of the symbols, but point to be remembered, ignore the positive and negative signs. Then interchange the valency number, write the interchange numbers at the base as subscript. Write the formula of the compound and ignore base number if it is 1. Now I am going to give you few examples. So I am going to start with sodium sulfide. Okay, so what is the symbol of sodium? It is Na. Remember, capital N, small a. And what is its valency? It is 1. So we write it as superscript on the top right hand side. Now what is sulfide? When sulfur remains combined in a compound, it is called as sulfide. So it is simply sulfur. Okay, and what is its valency? It's 2. Now what happen is that they will interchange the valencies. Okay, so when they interchange the valencies, what will happen is that the valency of sulfur, which is 2, it will come here as subscript. The valency of sodium, which is 1, it will come here as subscript. So you see here how they have interchanged their valencies. So what is the formula of the compound? It is Na2S. So we are going to ignore 1. It is not necessary to write. Next example is of magnesium oxide. Okay, now magnesium, yes, what is the symbol? Capital M, small g, and the valency is 2. Oxide means oxygen in the combined state, whose valency is also 2. See here, I have not written the positive or negative signs. Okay, you have to keep in mind. Then what will happen? They will interchange the valencies. You see, that is why this is also called as the crisscross method. So here comes magnesium oxygen. Okay, now they will interchange the valencies. Okay, so they have a common factor 2. So what do we get? The formula is MgO. Okay, next example is of calcium hydroxide. Now calcium symbol is capital C, small a, and its valency is 2. Hydroxide, it is a radical. So what is its formula? OH, and its valency is 1. Now they are going to interchange their valencies. Okay, now when they interchange their valencies, what will happen is that 1 will come here and 2 comes here as subscript. But since this is a polyatomic ion, we are going to put OH in bracket and then write the valency. So what is the formula of calcium hydroxide? Ca will ignore 1, OH whole 2. Now we are going to write the formula of hydrogen chloride. Okay, so in that case, what is the symbol of hydrogen? It is H. And what is its valency? 1. And when chlorine remains in a compound in the combined state, it is called chloride. Okay, so its symbol is capital C, small l, and its valency is 1. Now they interchange their valencies. Okay, after interchanging we write the valencies as subscript. So what is the formula? It is HCl. Okay. Next is sulfuric acid. We also call it as hydrogen sulfate. Okay. So for sulfuric acid, hydrogen, valency 1, sulfate. So what is the formula? SO4. And what is its valency? 2. Now they are going to interchange their valencies. Okay. So here 2 will come as subscript. Then we have SO4. Since it is a polyatomic ion, we will write in bracket. Then we will put 1. But as you know, we can ignore 1. So the formula is H2SO4. Okay. Next comes iron 2 sulfide. Okay. So iron, what is the valency out here? Roman 2. Why? Because iron has two variable valencies, 2 and 3. The lower valency is 2. Then sulfide. Sulfide means sulfur in the combined state, whose valency is also 2. Now what they will do? They will interchange the valencies. Okay. So after interchanging, 2 comes as subscript. Okay, 2 is the common factor which can be ignored. So the formula is FeS. Okay. Iron, the symbol is Fe, valency is 3, sulfate SO4, valency is 2. Now they are going to interchange the valencies. Okay. So what will come here? 2. And what will you get here? You will get 3. Since it is polyatomic ion, I put it in bracket. So what is the formula? Fe2SO4 whole 3. Okay. Next comes nitric acid. Now what is a nitric acid? It is actually hydrogen nitrate. Okay. So hydrogen valency 1, nitrate, what is the formula? NO3, valency is 1. Now they interchange the valencies. So what will you get here? 1. Here also 1. Okay. So what is the formula? HNO3. We are ignoring 1. Okay. Next comes calcium phosphate. Okay. Calcium. What is the symbol? Ca. Valency 2. Phosphate. What is the formula of phosphate ion? PO4. And its valency is 3. So we interchange the valencies. So what do we get? Ca3. Then PO4 whole 2. Now most of you make the mistake out here. What do you do is that some of you cancel this 4 and 2. You cannot do that. Always remember that this is a polyatomic ion. It acts as a single unit. Okay. So you cannot take the common factor from here. So what will be the formula? It will be Ca3PO4 whole 2. Then comes aluminium sulfate. Okay. Aluminium. So what is the symbol of aluminium? Al. And what is the valency? Yes, 3. Sulfate SO4. And what is the valency? 2. Now they are going to interchange the valencies. So what we will get? Al2. and out here SO4 whole 3. Okay, so here also don't make that mistake. We cannot take the common factor of this 2 and SO4 from here, because it is the polyatomic ion which acts as a single unit. So what is the formula? Al2SO4 whole 3. Okay, now comes magnesium nitride. Okay, now magnesium symbol is Mg and its valency is 2. Now what is nitride? When nitrogen remains in the combined state, it is called nitride. So it is N and its valency is 3. Now they will interchange the valencies. So what do we get? Here we get Mg3 and what do we get here? 2. You see, they have interchanged the valencies. That's why it is called as the crisscross method. So the formula is Mg3 and 2. Okay. Next is sodium oxide. Now, sodium formula is Na valency 1. Oxide O valency 2. Now they are going to interchange the valencies. So after interchanging, what do we get? Sodium 2 comes here, oxygen 1 comes here. So what is the formula? Na2O. This is the formula of sodium oxide. Okay. Now we will continue in the next class. This much for today. Thank you.